Have you ever wondered if the economy and insecurity are intertwined? Come with me as we discuss with Group 7 today. I am your host, Ejimbi Glory Ehi, and with me is.
Doing patience Stalio.
Okay, so we'll be discussing on how the state of Nigeria's economy has increased insecurity in Nigeria, since most times we only talk about the impact of insecurity on the economy. Yes, and we'll be talking about this Nigeria state economy where we know how the inflation rates, unemployment rates, the household materials that are being produced are not really impressive in Nigeria. Like for the household materials and others, we see that it had a great decline from 2022 till now, which is not good on the Nigeria's economy. We also have the inflation rate. What do you have to say on inflation rate?
Okay, that's how high the general price of things has increased. Goods and services has increased in the country over time, and it's really alarming because at some point you buy stuff, like I buy something this week and then it's 500, the next week it's 1,000. Do you get?
Yeah.
That's telling you how high the rate of goods and services are being increased by the day.
Yeah, we also have unemployment, which we know that in Nigeria it is not something to be happy about, because we have a lot of people out there who are unemployed, not because they did not go to school, just because we have a very low employment rate for people in Nigeria. Now, speaking on insecurity, what do you think is your take on insecurity?
I see insecurity as a state where someone feels threatened, or as insecurity simply refers to banditry, kidnapping, and armed robbery as well.
Yeah, and other crimes. So today we'll be talking on the northern states, Zamfara and Sokoto. These are states which we know that the level of economy is very low, and yet there is a very high insecurity rate in these states,
Mm.
Zamfara and Sokoto state. So let's start with Sokoto state. What do you have to say on Sokoto state?
Okay, Sokoto State, I think is one of the states that is suffering with the issue of insecurity and unemployment. You understand? So due to insecurity and unemployment here, the youths are jobless in the sense that the only means of their livelihood is through kidnapping and armed robbery. You get kidnapping of innocent students, innocent citizens in order to make money. You understand? They kidnap and then ask for ransom, and then that's the means at which they earn a living.
Yeah, speaking on that kidnapping, when we were little, it is called kidnapping. So her parents are like, you are a child, you are a kid, don't go out to play
Yeah.
alone, don't walk alone at night, walk with your senior brother. Most especially for me, that's what my mom told me all the time, walk with your senior brother. But then we've come to find out that it's not just about kids anymore.
Mm,
Adults are also being,
kidnapped as well.
it's funny how we are calling it kidnapping for even the adults, but yeah, adults are also being kidnapped. And we also have the issue of bad roads. Yeah, we also have the issue of bad roads where the roads are bad, like there are bumps on the road. We have
Kidnapping on the
potholes.
highway
Yeah,
too.
so these potholes and everything. We say the road is a part of infrastructure, which is in the economical sector. Now it has led to insecurity on the highway where the roads are bad, and then it is easy for citizens to get waylaid and kidnapped or robbed on the highways like
Mm-hmm.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then still on Sokoto State, there's the issue of cattle rustling. Here we have cattle rustling where livestock are being stolen.
Due to poverty. Yeah, I think that's one of the reason that caused to this cattle rustling. People come in group as armed robbery group, as criminals. You get the gang up in order to
Yeah,
steal cattle, just for financial gain. You
also
understand? So if
financially.
I'm jobless and I'm not doing anything, and then I feel like we can just gang up and then try to do bad things, you get crimes in order to get money.
Yeah, most especially when these people do not have a moral standard. And then the part that is annoying and funny at the same time is that you do not have a job. And then you are working and then you see, oh, this man is rearing cattle. most times in all these states they do not tie these cattle down because
They
they are a
don't. Some of
lot.
them are very careless. Not everybody can rear cattle though.
Yes,
Can
and
keep
then
cattle in their
a
house.
person is working, he's unemployed, and he sees, oh, this goat is not tied, and he's looking at, oh, I need
Do
5,000,
you
I need
understand?
10,000, I'll just carry these goats, and then you sell it at a low price.
Very cheap rate.
That's because you did not even work for these things. These things are expensive, the goats
So you
and
don't
cattle.
value it.
Thank you. So there is no value to what you did not work for.
Definitely.
Yes. So we also see how, because of this unemployment, this source of livelihood for the Sokoto state people, which is also a part of the economic sector, is being taken away. That's what we call food insecurity. So
Sure.
now unemployment is causing food insecurity
Security also.
for the Sokoto state people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So on the Sokoto state people, we've looked at a bit of that. Let's go to the Zamfara state. Have you ever noticed anything about Zamfara state?
Okay. Apart from a news I watched some days back whereby they were addressing the issue of insecurity in the state though. Yeah, the people were pleading with the government to do something concerning the insecurity in the country, and I think he did something though. I can't vividly remember, but there's this measure that he took and then it helped the insecurity of the state. I don't know if you watched it though.
Okay, I think I didn't see the news on them pleading, but I saw the news on him doing something. Yes, I saw a news where they were talking about how he brought up infrastructures like their agriculture. He invested in agriculture, health, and education. And
Yes.
then I also saw that, all these economic status revenues are generated, and then he was able to create protection, be able to create security guards. He said he increased the financial support. Yes, that's what he said. He
Okay.
increased the financial support for the
The
people
people
in
of
Zamfara
Zamfara,
state.
yeah.
Yes, for their security guards to like keep them safe and others. So he was talking about how security has improved a bit. So
And I
like so
heard that in that Zamfara state, I think it's one of the dangerous and most unsecured and insecure states in the
Yes,
states
apart from
in the
it being
country. I mean,
dangerous and insecure, we also have it being one of the poorest states also. So that is how this thing is. And we think it is something that should be spoken out there more about, most especially unemployment, um, education for young ones. We also see how in these northern states, the young people, they are not being educated.
yeah, not everybody is given that chance to go to
Yes,
school. Do you get
there is no value for education. Yes, which is also needed for, as much as we say, okay, the unemployment rate in Nigeria is very low, we still need our people to be educated. We still need our people to go to school to know things that they should know. At least now we will now have more people who are busy. And then talking on infrastructure, like making constructions and others,
Yes.
there are measures that the government can take that people get more involved in work, that they do not think about going to steal, going to kidnap, going to
Rob
going
people.
into banditry. They
Yeah.
are not even easily lured into this
Those
kind
things.
of crimes.
Definitely.
Yes. So talking about this, we are putting it out there today that it is really important for our government to start looking at the economic sector in increasing insecurity. It's not just about insecurity alone, the economy also helps. So these things are intertwined. Thank you for joining us today. I remain your host, Glory Ejimbi Ehi.
Now, patience, don't doubt you.
Thank you.